autofocus. I mean, admittedly, we were pretty unfocused last week as well, given how our game went. But
Almost.
almost.
All right. Nope.
Nope. Should we just move forward and backward until we have it? But no, it seems to be pretty far
Oh
forward.
no, now I'm too forward. I'm sorry, chat. Chat. I need to talk to Etienne about why he turned off the autofocus.
And how to turn it back on, most
Yeah.
importantly.
This is a big old fancy camera and
I mean, I've been in a similar spot once. Like the first time I ever came to Paris. Back then, I was still only a VIP, and I was here, for amplified. Back then, endless day,
yeah.
and I had borrowed a nice, more fancy camera from my cousin instead of the tiny digital camera I had. And for the photos I took, I had turned off the autofocus because I managed mostly to get the focus,
Right.
and the autofocus sometimes does weird stuff. Like you try to photograph like Notre Dame, and it's like I'm going to focus on this tree over there.
Yeah.
And then I wanted a picture of me in front of the Eiffel Tower for my family,
Mm-hmm.
and asked somebody to take the picture, and they tried and tried and tried, and they didn't understand that the autofocus was off.
Yeah. Definitely DSLRs can be a little bit more of a learning curve. But anyways, welcome everybody. Levi, Shadow of Gaia, Sayo or Kaio, Saltarius, Dark Arrow. How are y'all doing? Um, I mean, I feel like this is a question from like so long ago, but we wear masks here on stream and on studio because we are definitely not 6 feet apart.
Yes.
I don't know if you can tell in this camera frame, but we're very close to each other. And both of us have been vaccinated, obviously. But to prevent carrying the virus or anything like that to endanger anybody else, we're just doing our part to make sure that everybody is as safe as possible. So yeah. But yeah, we're a French studio. I don't know how to say your name as it's in Cyrillic, but
Let me see. That would be Artur, and the other one I wouldn't take a moment to read that way.
yeah, I don't.
Shamsutainov, is that right? Artur Shamsutainov.
I wouldn't know.
I can
wouldn't
technically
know.
read Cyrillic, but I'm really bad at it.
Yeah, it's probably fine. But anyways, we're doing very well today. Thank you all for being here on this lovely Thursday stream. We're Amplitude Studios, and I'm Jordan. This is Stephanie. And yeah, last week, if anybody remembers what happened last week, we got absolutely destroyed. We got slapped down into the dirt. And
Oh boy, yes.
and we got repeatedly beat up by like 3 different civilizations. So today we are gonna be the ones slapping everybody else, hopefully.
Yes, don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah, well, see, I can make the promises. You're the one that has to keep them.
So don't make promises that I can't.
Yeah, there you go. So anyways, we'll be doing our best here to also complete some of the Dia de los Muertos challenges as we play. Yeah, we hope that you enjoy hanging out with us. If you have any questions or if you have any comments, feel free to post them in the chat and we'll answer as many as we can. We have a lot of regulars here that might be able to answer your questions as well, even if we can't. So we appreciate our mods and our VIPs and everybody in the chat helping out.
Speaking of questions, there was one I already saw about the Spiffing Brit video that uploaded recently. I can say for that, part of that has been fixed. The whole, I get free population from the ransack, that has been fixed already actually before he even released the video. That was in
so it was like older content.
Yeah, he must have recorded it before the Fabius Maximus patch, because the Fabius Maximus patch had the changes to the civics, so the getting population for ransacking doesn't work anymore. The Noust, I'm not sure when we will fix that, because you do have to get into pretty extreme conditions to get that going to the level he had it going. So
he's a master at breaking games.
So
really,
it's a probably a smaller priority than some of the other stuff we need to fix, but maybe we can sneak in a fix somewhere where it's like, you don't get anything from ransacking yourself or something, because it is a bit weird that you get gold out of burning down your own cities, even even without the nose bonus, it's like,
Right.
At least it very much makes you not kind to your own people that you send your armies there to burn down their houses and steal all of their valuables.
Yeah, definitely. But anyways, yeah, so we're gonna be hopping in. We're gonna be working on the new game setup here, so I'll just have that going on in the background
Right. That is
as we chat.
That is one of the things we couldn't show off for the last game, right? That
I believe so. Yeah, this is the
This
new little bit here. Hey, what's up?
of course the
How you
part
doing,
that is probably
Balconor Larsen?
the most interesting to our community is the custom version, where we can turn off anything that we want. And I guess if we want, in theory, if we want to go for the 300 pop achievement, I would definitely turn off turn limit and probably the era and technologies as well. Maybe Mars, so that the AI can't do it, but you do need to keep some end conditions so that the game can
ends.
actually end,
Yeah,
and you
definitely.
can actually win. Speaking of the challenges, we should say obviously that some people might think, wait a moment, these challenges, weren't they supposed to end yesterday? That is
That's
true.
a great question.
That is true. They
Wait,
were supposed
Dia de
to.
los Muertos doesn't happen in December, Stephanie? Is that what
Yeah.
you're telling me?
Indeed, I know it's crazy, right? But yes,
Skeletons in Snow. They both start with S's.
and technically, it was supposed to end yesterday, but because of the technical issues with the progress tracking, the event is going to last until December 21st. Sometime mid-December, there will be a patch to fix the tracking issues, and when that patch arrives, if you've made progress at all, you get the rewards. So because we can't restore the data that's been lost, so we're just giving it if you have any progress.
Some people spent a lot of time working on stuff, and we want them to be able to enjoy the rewards the same as other people who also spent time working on it. So we're doing a little solid, and we're gonna try next time to make it a little bit more streamlined so that this doesn't happen again.
And Scotland makes a good point. Turn off everything. You can't be beaten if there's no win condition.
Can't lose if you can't win. Anyways, I don't speak Russian, but I think Stephanie might be able to pronounce Russian better than I can. I can say basic things in Russian, but
Yeah, I know
very limited.
some basic things in Russian, like Privyet and Spasiba, and very importantly,
Как дела?
yeah, that, but also very importantly, Я не говорю по-русски, ты говоришь по-английски.
Spangliski?
По-английски.
Oh, по-английски.
По-английски. In English.
Oh, okay.
I don't speak Russian, we speak English.
Nice.
And that's about it. And like I can read Cyrillic because I used to have some Russian colleagues at a previous
Cool.
job.
Hello,
I mean, yeah, there's those two bad words in Russian certainly that everybody knows. And
Nah.
I worked in a factory with Russian colleagues. I heard those two words a lot. What do we want to take?
Give me
I
this.
think last time we wanted to play Pangea, but then we made changes. and
the
it
lakes.
reset.
Should we do the real lakes this time?
Right, we wanted the let's do large Pangea.
Yeah, definitely not Dark Arrow. Anyway, Silver Luke, hello and welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. One of our lovely VIPs and
I think
Connor Larson, I got you with the volume. I turned it up a little bit.
if we want to go for the lakes, should we go for hot and dry so the lakes really stand out against the savanna and desert?
Maybe we could do cold and wet, where it's like a Viking Ocean, or I mean,
or
the Great
that, yes.
Lakes are actually very cold anyways. So
Yeah, that is true. No New World. Let's.
Tanky Taco,
it's-
I see you over there as well.
Right.
I only know what Nikolai told me as I ran from zombies. Is that a Call of Duty reference?
I'm not
Nikolai.
sure.
I don't know.
Right.
Feels like a Call of Duty Zombies reference.
We're
Okay, good.
Number of continents, one continent.
I definitely know there's a
Lake
very
of many big
vocal Russian guy
Actually,
character.
maybe the rivers also got in the way of the lakes. I'm not sure if it places the lakes or the rivers.
We could put some instead of many.
And then the important part, I think, is we need to do this
Few ridges and cliffs and flat.
so that we have plenty of space
The lakes.
for the lakes.
I want some lake
Do
battles.
we want to keep this abundant, or should we do it as a contrast to last time on scarce, so we really have to work for our resources?
I mean, it'll be the same for the AI as it is for us, so it doesn't really make a difference, I suppose, in how much of an advantage we have. But
it definitely makes a difference to how quickly the game progresses, though, because on abundant, when you get a lot of luxury resources, you also get a lot of luxury resource bonuses.
That's true. Good point. Islands. Do we have islands on?
Few, because you can only.
Oh, right.
You can't turn them off completely.
Gotta have islands.
I mean, that is something I would like to do eventually as a playthrough as well. Like, the kind of archipelago islands type playthrough with as much water as possible, and mostly islands and small continents.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be cool. That'd be very, very cool. I like that. But anyways, how is everybody's week going? It's Thursday, so we're more than halfway through the week. I know me personally, I've had a very busy week, and it's been a little crazy. We had a Christmas party last night. I'm doing a lot of stuff to get our TikTok channel working. We just got verified on TikTok. Woo!
Yeah,
let's go.
And I mentioned the TikTok channel is what, a month old too? Something like that?
The TikTok is now, probably like about a month old, yeah.
And, of course, obviously, when you start, there is no established process or workflow, so you're still figuring things out that you might get more efficient over time. Like, so there's probably, a lot of time spent on that now that you will not always have to spend because you're learning things about how to best produce the videos.
Definitely a big learning curve there. But yeah, no, things are going well. It was a good week, so I hope everybody else's week is also going well. Paulo is over there on vacation over on YouTube. But yeah, I make my world totally the opposite. Mountain ranges, many rivers, many lakes, and many islands. It's hell, but I love it. I can imagine that being difficult.
After our experience the last two streams, you cannot expect us to have ridges on the map. You saw what happened to us, or maybe you weren't there to see what happened to us. Basically, what happens to us is the famous charge of the Light Brigade.
We got caught in Death Valley.
Except we didn't even have horses. We were on foot as we were being gunned down.
Yeah, well, and they had horses too. They had like chariots, and we were just fodder for the slaughter.
Immediately a strategic resource.
Hey, we take that. We take those.
Let's see.
But yeah, there's the link in chat if anybody wants to go over to check out our TikTok channel. Our latest video just got posted today. Is a part of a larger series that we're doing called Endless Origins, where basically we're going over the different races in the Endless universe and kind of talking about how they came to be. And it's really interesting. If you've played any of the Endless games, Endless Space, Endless Legend, I definitely think you'd be interested in that. Ooh, look at all those mammoths.
There's horses here. That's good.
Yeah, on the plains.
Bronus, before we can take on these mammoths, we really need that food that he's
so we can get
standing on.
Fair enough. Hey, Oscar Marquez, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here on this lovely Thursday stream.
And get the food, and then we may be able
the
to
babies
get
are calling. No worries, Tanky Taco. You take care of what you need to take care of.
I think this time the lakes work out better. We already have
some
three of them.
Some big old lakes. I like it. And this is flat? This is crazy for flat.
I mean, we have only like 2 levels of difference here.
But we still have cliffs on the ocean and the lakes or whatever.
Yeah, that's 1 level of difference here. But because, of course, the ocean tile itself is like 1 level down.
Right.
The water, it counts as a cliff.
Okay. I know I learned this game in the most difficult because my logic is more difficult equals more enjoyment. Do you like Escape from Tarkov? Like, if you like punishment, I have a game that you might like.
And we can't quite make it up here, so I guess we'll take 1 high ground attack, and these guys will defend, so they get a small bonus. Because you can see here, even with the high ground,
it's even.
We're only even. So we really want to.
We're basically rolling the dice. We
But
won the dice roll.
the nice thing is, now they can't attack any of us without putting themselves up for a flank.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, and we can get the double high ground flank.
Yeah, now we can. Double high ground all the way
It's over,
across the
Mammothkin.
sky.
We have the high ground.
Take that, Mammothie.
Mammothkin.
Yeah, I was thinking like Timothy, but like Mammothie. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the reference quite works then.
Okay, yeah. Could you explain the benefit or use case scenarios for changing state religion? I never tried it, not sure why and when to do. You can get different events that happen, right? Because there's you were saying that there's one event.
Wait, when they say changing state religion, do you mean adopting the state religion founded by another civilization?
Could you be more specific with your question there, elf?
Because that one mostly is, if your religion has been pushed out and you can't get new followers to unlock the more powerful bonuses, then it makes more sense to just adopt the more powerful religion.
Yeah, makes sense.
We have 3 here, so
you played the Dark Souls games.
Fine.
Yeah, Dark Souls is definitely one of those games that you really only play it if you're trying to, I don't know, beat your head against a wall or something.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. Like they're definitely hard. So
you could figure it out.
You need to tolerate beating your head against the wall to play Dark Souls, I'd say.
Right.
But I don't think, at least for me, that is part of the experience, sure, but it's not like the core of the experience. Like the core for me is more like in experience and exploring that world, and the beating your head against the wall is of course part of that, because all of that world is so much about despair and perseverance.
Yeah.
So,
I get that.
So the whole beating your head against the wall is kind of the player experience of people trying to survive in this horrible world.
Right. That makes sense. What's up, Huck Houston? Moderator from Jumbo Pixels channel here. Just want to drop in and say that we love you guys and your games and are so excited for the future of Humankind. Appreciate that. And we appreciate you all. Honestly.
Ooh, 816.
That's a good one. The past 2 Tuesdays. Yeah, heck yeah. I don't think it's lined up for our time slot on Thursdays, since we end at 8. And Rogan would be starting at like 9 our time.
I was looking here, but this is a great spot, and then I look, and it's downhill, of course. We have bad experience with that.
Don't do it.
But the yields are so good.
I mean, hey, I mean, it might be good.
But we're actually delaying a bit here so that we can
get a little bit more, of the juice.
We definitely want this area as well, because so we can secure the horses.
Yo, 17 farming over there on the other.
Yeah, this is definitely a good food spot, but we are on scarce resources. We should secure the horses.
Fair enough. He's a New Zealander, so it's a bit late for Europe, but still, thank you nonetheless. Glad you guys are doing streams when you can too. Heck yeah. I mean, honestly, like, if you want a little bit of my background, Houston, I am a content creator that got hired by Amplitude Studios to do the streaming here, and to see studios be able to support their content creators and realize the value of content creators and people supporting your games is huge. And so I think the more we can do, the better, because the more people are enjoying the game, are having a good time streaming it and whatever. And we have work to do, but I think as we continue moving in that direction, it's just going to get better and better. So we appreciate awesome content creators. So tell Jumbo we love them.
And in the meantime, while I try to put down a couple more outposts to claim some of these resources. Do we want to get a third one? I want to at least get this one down here as well, so we have like this contiguous line here. And maybe this one, but this one is the more important one. In the meantime, chat can make suggestions which culture we should pick.
Oh yeah, chat. Tell us, who shall we be in this run through of the ancient era? We'd love your
By
suggestions.
building an outpost, claiming territory is this easy. The trick, of course,
100%
is
agreed.
keeping
Thank you for the kind words. We'll definitely pass it along. Heck yeah, Houston. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. Dark Arrow's pensive
Ooh.
over there.
Plans changed. This one
Oh.
will be useful later, but this one has the copper we will need immediately in the ancient era.
And there's also a really good spot for a city
But
right here.
we need 60 influence to found it. So we need to
Um,
kill another mammoth, probably. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes, please, more people.
Yes. I mean, can we send those over to the other little food? Or is that, no, it's too far.
The problem is the
We got an
river.
achievement.
So-
Obsessive achievement. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I would suggest the Nubians. The Nubians.
The Nubians will actually be. I mean, they're still good, of course, with the gold bonus. But they'll probably be a little weaker here than in our previous game, because there's fewer resources around.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, stop running away! I need to kill you.
Yeah, I think at this point we'll probably not have the pick of the crop for cultures, but
The Harapans are taken. Everybody else is still available.
really, wow, everybody else is chilling. This is a very chill game right now. Definitely some strategic resources, but I don't know. Need some luxury to justify the Nubian choice. I'm not super familiar with the Nubians personally. I don't think I've ever played them. What are their abilities? Let's see.
They get +5 money on luxuries and
they're
strategics.
Merchant culture.
So
Okay.
obviously we don't have that many of those scarce resources, but
They
they get
have
industry
pyramids as well.
and money from their pyramids. Yes, like geographically, the Nubians were south of the Egyptians,
Right. Okay.
and of course they get the very good archer.
Very cool. Rappins always go first. Yeah, bombarding. Oh, which speaking of, we do actually have something going on. I think I was a little frazzled here at the beginning of the stream, but now that my head is more successfully screwed back on to my neck, we do and will be featuring the community art theme that we did for November, which was Endless and Humankind mashup art. And we'll be featuring that, I guess, maybe halfway through the stream. Let's do it halfway.
Halfway sounds like
We'll take a little break from the gaming, and we'll hop over. We'll open up the images, the artwork that we have received from the community. Which, huge shout out to all the people that make art about Humankind, about Endless universe. It's really, really cool, and honestly an honor to be able to have people be so passionate about our games that you want to make art about it.
More horses here.
Ooh, 2 horses would be really good.
Yes, because that'll allow us some advanced units. I think knights now need. Do
2.
they need one horse, 2 iron, or 2 horse, 1 iron?
I think 2 horse, 1 iron, if I remember correctly.
But in any case, now we have the one that I really wanted, so we have at least both strategics available.
Of course, I'd be remiss of Jumple's channel if I didn't represent Olmec Gang. Heck yeah. Speaking of Olmec Gang, there's actually a really cool piece of Olmec art that will be featured halfway through the stream.
Now we have, what, 4 different suggestions?
Yeah, Assyrian, Egypt, Babylon, or Olmec.
I think we did Olmec.
And the Nubians.
We did Olmec last time, though.
We did do Olmecs last time because we were doing the South American.
Yeah, we were picking thematically for
Central and South American.
I mean,
vibes.
Of course, if we wanted to go for the 300, the Harapans would have been good for the 300.
The pop
achievement, but we can check it. Like the Babylons are not that far out because we can use the astronomy house to get some more food.
Okay.
Or what were the others? Egyptians or Assyrians? Assyrians, I'm not sold on right now because we don't know yet where the other players are.
Yeah, it looks like we're pretty alone. But you chose Pangea, right?
Yeah, we should run into them fairly soon. So I think maybe we'll go for the Egyptian for the
Interesting.
sweet industry bonus.
Someone like Olmec having farmer's quarters grow pop faster than you can put towards money and outpace what you would have gotten with a Nubian choice. Interesting. I like the strategizing. I like the strategizing, everybody. Good job. Egyptians or the Olmec? I like the Egyptians a lot because of the industry,
go for the-
personally.
Also, we get the super powerful unit. Maybe that'll stop us from being completely.
So we do need the 2 horses and the copper, though.
Yeah, we have 1 horse and 1 copper already. So we'll just.
I
need
mean,
to
we're
claim
pretty
this
close
one.
to the other horse, so like, it is what it is.
Can we get up here and
Take a little peek.
Oh, nice, lucky, another one in this territory.
Okay, let's go.
No,
Negative 10% district cost is money.
Let's see if we're lucky enough.
Heck
This
yeah.
could be a 2 because then we get the 3rd star. Yes.
Ooh,
Excellent.
let's go. Double science.
Yeah, but I think what did we get the event? Yeah, we did get the event down here.
Legacy
in this
trait.
case, since we might want to go for the 300 pop, I guess we want
Farmers.
for a little bit more food per person, which essentially just means everybody eats 1 less food.
Hey, I'll take it though. I'll take it.
Oh no, we're already on the food subject on stream again.
Oh, what did everybody eat for lunch? Do you want to hear a story about my lunch today? By show of hands, who wants to hear about my lunch? It's a really good story, I gotta
Ooh.
say. RX the Duel, hey, what's up?
Also,
I had
ouch,
pizza
we're
today.
way over our unit
Money.
allowance. Like we have 5, we can have for free. That's why we have
Right.
the +5 from upkeep reduction. We have way more than that.
Let's disassemble them.
Yeah, we need to grab these 2.
Disassemble, and also their people. So we will send them to the countryside. Their days of warring are over.
It's lucky that we had a money deficit and not a food deficit, or disassembling the unit would have had a very bad meaning.
Oh gosh.
A first walls.
Donor kebab. Ooh, nice. Normally Thursdays is our kebab day, actually. I don't know if we've mentioned that before, but we've kind of started a tradition here. Stephanie, I, and Sergio often go and get kebabs, and sometimes other people. But yeah.
No, we're at +1.
Hey, Sublustrous, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. It's fantastic having you here on this Thursday stream. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
What shall we start
Yeah,
with?
food equals the popular topic. Exactly, Scotland. It's one of those things where you can just relate. So nobody said they wanted to hear about my lunch, so I'm going to tell you anyways. Yesterday,
the true streamer attitude.
yesterday, I went to this restaurant called Fresh Burrito, and hey, Twig on a Leaf, what's up? Welcome to the stream. But anyways, this place called Fresh Burrito, right? They make these burritos, not as good as Chipotle, but it's right next to our office, so you know what? It's okay. And anyways, I went in, I made this really good burrito. I was like, give me that extra rice, give me that spicy chicken al pastor, and had some beans. Like, it was just a really good burrito, and I was super excited to eat it. And I get up and I pay for it, and I put it in the bag, and I take it back to the office. I'm sitting in the office, right? And I whip out my burrito, and I unwrap it, and I take my first bite, and I'm like, potatoes and beef. And I'm just like, what the hell happened to my chicken and rice? And I lost my mind. I was so sad. There were people in the cafeteria next to me that were all just like, what is going on? Like, what is wrong? And I'm like, they ruined my burrito. Well, they didn't ruin my burrito. I obviously got somebody else's burrito, and somebody else got a really spicy burrito. So I hope they enjoyed it. But anyways, I was so distraught because of this burrito debacle that that I took a picture of my receipt. I took a picture of the burrito. I was like, I gotta prove to these people that I actually bought this, and then I want another burrito. I want my chicken and rice burrito, because I'm cheap. and I wanted a free burrito. So I went up to them today on around lunch, and I said, "Hey," and the manager was the same manager that was there yesterday, which was actually really fortunate. And
Oh, hello, neighbors.
ooh, we found somebody. Who are they?
Still Neolithic tribes.
Bunch of knuckle draggers. Um, Jordan was really sad and a little mad. I was a little upsetty. Spaghetti. It's true. The Mexican food twig on a leaf is it's in Paris. Like they don't really know what Mexican food is. Not like we do in the U.S. Because there's just like a ton of Mexicans that live in the U.S. It's great. I love Mexican food. Real tacos. Anyways, so I go up and the guy sees me and he sees that I'm not immediately going into the line to buy a burrito. And I think he just knows. I can see it in his eyes. He can see it in my eyes. He's like, this man has been wronged. And so I go up to him and I'm like, brother, in English, because he spoke really good English. And so I was like, hey, like, I came here yesterday and I got a burrito, but then I got the wrong burrito and I didn't realize until I got back to the office. Like, what am I supposed to do? Unwrap my burrito after they hand it to me?
I was about to say, I've seen how they're wrapped. There was no way for you to know.
No, like you wouldn't go to and like buy your burrito and take it out and be like, I'm gonna make sure that this is the same one that you made me 5 seconds ago. And so I was like, I don't know if you can like give me a refund. Like honestly, I just want a new burrito. I just want my chicken and rice burrito. I was excited to eat the chicken al pastor. And he just like he cut me off before I could even finish what I was saying, and he's just like, I believe that happened. He's like, let's get you a new burrito, and I was like, sweet. And he's like, give me a second, because he's the manager and he was busy doing something. And so I waited patiently for like 5 minutes or whatever, and he's like, okay, he's like, go get a burrito, they'll take care of you. And I was like, heck yeah, my man. And so I went and I made this delicious burrito with the rice and the chicken. And I tried the hot sauce last time. Their hottest sauce tastes like vinegary salad dressing with a little bit of Tabasco. It's kind of sad. Anyway, so instead I just put a bunch of jalapenos on there, which they have. And it was much better. And it was amazing. And I was just like, oh my gosh, the burrito. I have a picture. You guys want to see a picture of me eating my burrito? Hold up.
As he's finishing the burrito story, dear chat, polytheism or shamanism?
Ooh, the choices. I'm so happy. This is the happiest person with a burrito that you've ever seen. I was like, can chat see that a little bit? Is that like, there we go. I'm just so pumped about this burrito. Look at me. I'm just like, such a good burrito. Anyways, that was the story of the burrito. And I'm sorry. I apologize for making people hungry. But I also don't apologize because burritos are delicious. Did we get any answers about the monotheism? Perfect.
Well, monotheism is not an option yet. We'll need the first tenet for that. But somebody else said shamanism.
Oh, that was dark.
And yeah, but
that's probably good if we're going for pop though.
And
hey Spoon, what's up?
Nikki Boa, you can turn off the turn limit now. You can since week 2 ago. When did the patch release? That was the 16th of November, was it?
Yeah, several weeks ago now. It's December, so that was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, is it December already? When did the year ago?
I don't know. I started working at Amplitude in September, which has been several months now, which is crazy to me. So I know who you are, Jordan. Who is the gentleman by your side? So Tanky Taco, this is Stephanie. I guess I can let you introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm the community manager here at Amplitude. Have been for a little over 3 years now. My anniversary of my hiring was actually like last month. So
Stephanie's story is really cool, actually.
And, to put it in the story, way back when Amplitude first released Endless Space 1 in early access, I came across the game, and I had been looking for a Space 4X game, but I wasn't sure how good it was, so I checked out some content creators, and decided to buy it and play it. And then eventually they released Endless Legend and then the DLCs, and I gave feedback and participated in the betas of the DLCs. And that participation earned me a spot as I don't have enough money.
I was like, how poor do you want to be again?
And that earned me a spot as one of the VIPs. And then I was a VIP throughout Endless Space 2. Sometimes visited for the Endless Days, and then eventually, at a time when I happened to be unemployed, I saw a post on the forum from the previous community manager being like, hey, we're looking for a community manager, and I was like,
I could do that.
I was like, all it costs me is a bit of time to write an application, and then after a couple of interviews, I got hired, and I'm still not sure how I pulled that one off because I had no prior experience in the games industry, and
you were just the right fit.
And I've been here since, being the interface between the community and the devs, and trying to mediate between the two, I guess, because there's obviously the vision for the game, and there's the desire for the players, and there's the kind of the middle ground we need to reach, the rare type of compromise that doesn't just make everybody unhappy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just like so cool. Like, you like a game, you play the game, you eventually get to a point where you are somewhat of an expert on the game, and then they're like, would you like a job starting now? Why would I?
Well, I mean,
well, they didn't offer it to you.
Yeah,
You had to ask
in
for
fairness,
it. But you know what I mean?
I asked for it, but they accepted it.
It's pretty cool, I think. Anyways, Balthazar, what's up? Welcome to the stream at Thevex Rios. Hello and welcome. How are you doing? How's everybody doing on this Thursday? I don't know if we already talked about this. Some people said they were on vacation. Hopefully weeks are going well. Hopefully your December is already very festive,
Is there anywhere we can put this?
Thank you, Taco says, well, pleased to meet you. That's awesome. I love doing the closed beta test, so that's a huge encouragement seeing that you get thanked for your input. Yeah, you're the guy pretty much, haha. I think that's the best place to be because you're the voice of the people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
community manager position's a really cool position, actually.
Yeah, and, I'm definitely happy to be the community manager at Amplitude because, we do try our best to listen to the feedback. Sometimes it doesn't quite work because sometimes the ideas of the community are just too ambitious and we don't have the resources to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's also just, this is a great idea for a different game.
Yeah.
Which, obviously, if it's a great idea, we file it away somewhere in a box label like might use in the future kind of deal. And
no idea is a bad idea necessarily. It's just that it might not fit.
It might not fit into the game.
In the scope or the, timeline.
We had a lot of players, for example, for Humankind, talking about, the unit customization for Endless Legend. Yes, a lot of players liked it. But at the same time, for the historical game here, it doesn't quite fit because would the Roman Praetorian still be a Roman Praetorian if he was fighting with a halberd, or even if you pull him into later eras, like suddenly he has a gun, that's still a Roman Praetorian?
Yeah, probably not. Hard to say though. It's the ship of
Theseus.
Theseus. What's up, Rogan? How you doing? Yeah, Saltarius has been in the community for about 4 years. Saltarius, when are you gonna be the assistant community developer?
Where do we put the stone ring?
You can be Dark Arrow's intern.
This area is not super productive. I'm thinking maybe we put the stone rings up here.
Yeah,
because that's nice and central to the continent, it seems. So it'll.
How does the actual mechanic of the stone rings work? The faith comes from that spot.
Yes, and then it flows. It flows from
faith
there.
Flows from on high.
Yes, it flows from the high value to the low value, basically.
Also, so happy to see
of course, I should
to supporting Humankind as an IP in the future. That's wonderful news. Heck yeah!
I should, of course, probably state when I say value, I mean numerical value, not moral value.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Humankind 2 win. No, I mean Humankind 1 still has a long ways to go, but obviously, you know, it's a winner, you know. This is a format that's going to be No, 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 no. Assistant. You can be the intern's intern. We can't pay you, Saltarius, but no, I'm just kidding. This is not an official job offer.
We pay him in swag.
Swag. Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did receive a pair of Horatio socks.
Oh, damn, really? I want some Horatio socks. It's good to
Right,
hear.
we do need the horses.
Any DLC expansion teases? Stay tuned for Amplified next January.
You know, I'm thinking we may need to tell somebody to go read some books or something. No, wait, we can't tell them to read some books because we haven't invented writing yet. But, you know, one science per turn.
Oh my god.
It's not great.
Our people are really struggling. Bunch of dum-dums.
So, oh my god, -10 food. Could you guys maybe get us some food over there and
Well, we won't grow, but we probably won't fail at that rate. Or we won't, like, lose pop.
I'm thinking...
I'm already not getting paid.
I was saving up. I think we grabbed it, and then we need, as soon as we can afford it, attach this to solve the food situation.
Yeah. Just a little note, because I know I just kind of mentioned January. So every year, for those of you that are new or just didn't know, every January we do an event called Amplified. And this year, we are also going to be doing Amplified. And basically, we'll have 3 specific days where we'll do an Amplitude Day, we'll do a Humankind Day, and then we'll do an Endless Universe Day. And then the weekend, there'll be some community type things going on. But basically, it's going to be like kind of a 3-day festival of streaming. There'll be like lots of streams going on in the morning, in the afternoon. We'll have guests. We'll have cool, unique things going on. And there will be, there will be announcements and things like that during that period of time. And light will be shown on the dark places of the world. But yeah, is that a good explanation? I feel like that's about as much as I can say.
Yeah,
Also, there's things that just might change too.
No spoilers, right?
Exactly. Never a spoiler. Always just a tease. The days of dust. Gotta head out, but I might be back before the end. Heck yeah, Bombardin. Thank you so much for being here.
So where should we put this outpost that
Good
we
luck,
need
Phil.
to claim the horses?
Okay, let me see the zoom out a little bit. We got the
Like these are better spots.
yeah, but it's
we
outside
need
of the
horses.
If we're gonna attach this, maybe we go just for like the straight industry, and then
I was thinking
the mountains are pretty good there.
Here is nice because then we can build pyramids here.
Yeah.
And the pyramids benefit from maker's quarters. We could put here and here.
It's a pretty good like industry spot right there. I like it. Horatio socks sound awesome. So were they like custom socks? Only made a couple, or?
Yeah, there weren't that many of them, and they were like socks with like the Horatio face from Love Thyself.
Oh yeah, the kind of cartoony looking one.
Yeah, you wouldn't get Horatio's full perfection,
right,
in the resolution of a sock,
right?
Because it is fairly low res.
I mean, hey, I would do a pixel art Horatio. That would look sick. When are we getting a pixel art Horatio game? Horatio spinoff. Originally, there was only one Horatio sock.
Then they were cool. Yeah, when we made them, we joked that after you put them in your sock drawer, like a week later, you pull open the sock drawer and there's only Horatio socks because all the others have been assimilated.
They've been assimilated. Well, they're not like Hive.
No, in Endless Space 2,
clones.
No, in Endless Space 2, Horatio does get a system improvement that he can build that takes one non-Horatio pop and turns them into Horatio.
What? I haven't played enough Endless Space 2.
Exactly how that happens is not explained. Personally, I think it may just be that the non-Horatio pop goes into the recycling chute.
And he just makes more of him from the other people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's That's actually canon, though. Like
Yeah.
that he would.
Well,
erase.
the Love Thyself is like semi-canon with the recycling shoot,
Yeah.
but it just feels kind of appropriate that is what Horatio would do, because Horatio's actually a terrible person. A really terrible person.
Yeah, Horatio's a little self-centered. Are there any special events you guys have planned for the new year, or is it hush hush till it's released?
Well, I mean, we have Amplified planned. Other than that,
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see.
Specifics are un something. What is the word I'm looking for? Not specified, unspecified,
Undefined. Was that what
specific,
you
undefined. Yes, exactly.
Hmm.
I gotta be making a meme about the socks about an hour after seeing them. So Frog Squadron previous community manager asked Stephanie to mail them to me. Nice. Undisclosed? Yeah, I guess. The words kind of escape me. This is what I call, and many other people call, streamer brain. The camera and the heat from the lights actually liquefies certain parts of your brain and turns you into a raging idiot for the duration of the stream, and you can't remember things that you should really just know, you know?
Let's build the stone rings here on these giant planes, I think.
I'm especially susceptible to streamer brain, so, you know, it's good. Good that I've chosen this as my career. Horatio is perfectly horrible in every way. Perfectly evil.
Horatio is something.
Yeah.
But in all fairness, pretty much all of the factions in the Endless game, if you start looking at them in detail, it's like,
they're not
oh
great.
my god!
Yeah, that's fair.
They're just not all Soylent Green as people levels of evil.
Yeah. What's up, Nefarious? Welcome to the stream. Horatio opened a restaurant. Would it open at the end of the universe? Is this a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference? Or is it just the fact that...
I mean, I guess it's a sequel of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference, because I think the second book...
restaurant at the end of the universe or something.
Yeah, exactly. I think the second book out of 5 in the trilogy, because that's how the Hitchhiker's Guide of the Galaxy works.
Yeah, okay.
Was called The Restaurant at the End of the Universe or something like that.
I'm curious if Nefarious was intending this to be a reference, or if it was just serendipity. There are no good guys in the Endless Universe. Complete good guys, yeah. Okay, well, I look forward to seeing what you all bring to the table. Heck yeah, Tanky Taco. I think sometimes in game dev, even though it wouldn't be that big of a deal to mention something, you sometimes err on the side of not mentioning it, just in case something happens, something gets changed, the scope of a project changes slightly. Because once you say it, then it's kind of like...
Yeah, you're like, you're super excited, and, oh, we want to do this, and then you say it, and then you realize it's harder to do than you expected, and you have to scrap it, and then the game comes out, and all the players are like, hey, what about X? You said you would do X. And
yeah, it's kind of a little bit putting the cart before the horse. So sometimes it's just a little bit better to keep things under the hood, until they're nice and polished and ready to go.
Speaking of carts and horses.
Let's get those horses. Heck yeah. What was the reference? Cow serving a steak of itself. I see, Nefarious.
I
I'm
still
actually surprised I caught that reference, because I've never even read that book.
I have read only the first one. I really need to get around to reading
I've
the
only
rest.
seen the movie.
I also need to really get around to reading more of the Discworld books. Because they are so good.
I wanted to read more of the Ender's Game books. I read Ender's Game and Speaker of the Dead. of the Dead? I can't remember what it's called.
I don't remember, but those are also
the movie.
They're also on my list of things to read. I have a very long list of things to read, and things to watch, and things to play
and eat. How many verbs can we slap
no,
in here?
like literally, like my backlog of games is like in the triple digits.
I believe it. If I had money, all the money in the world, I would play a lot more games. Because then I would play it, and then...
The problem isn't so much the money. Because, I have a lot of games in my Steam library.
Yeah, sure. It's the time.
It's the time.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Though I guess the money would solve the time, because if you had all the money in the world, you wouldn't need to work, and then you would have the time.
You'd have more time if you had a lot of... Yeah. I don't remember which book I've read last. Final book of The Expanse dropped recently. Oh, The Expanse was first a book before it was a TV show?
Yes.
Interesting. Read
And-
them all, said Spoon.
And
I think referring to the not Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Hitchhiker's
Galaxy.
Guide, thank you.
The Expanse. Also been meaning to read that, and also been meaning to actually watch that. I've only seen the first season because that one was on Netflix, and then it went to was it Amazon Prime?
I've never seen it.
But you know,
I don't know.
seasons 2 to 6 were not on Netflix anymore, and it's like, oh yeah, great.
Oh, sorry. I should probably. Well, can I have the mouse for a second?
Yes.
And this. Oh, okay. It just comes over. I'm gonna go a little bit down there so I can see.
So you can actually read the follows.
Yeah, you know, just to get a little bit better look at that. We did just get a new follow. Thank you so much, Alice on Speed. Alice, are you a Sonic fan? For the follow. And welcome officially to the Amplitude community. Good having you here.
Ah, they founded a city. I think they have
Ew.
finally become an ancient era culture. So let's head
Did it
over
take
there.
them 28 turns to get out of the
No, they-
Neolithic?
They might have gotten out of the Neolithic earlier,
only
and
have-
we didn't notice it.
Right. Oh, we got another
Yep.
border over there too.
Rapid and
Trying to
dangerous
see who this is. Oh, they
Oi,
got
oi.
horses too.
Ready to hear the
Hoi,
sound of
hoi?
chariots.
Are you
Oh,
from the
Hattusa.
Netherlands?
Oh,
Oh, she is. It's the capital.
yes, and it's Hattusa.
Look at their Harappans.
The Hattusa, that's the Hittites.
Oh, the
and
Hittites, okay.
They're not friendly. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. We can't see these anymore.
Ah,
The ancient era.
all good.
ones. The Hittites are one of the militaristic
Sonic, I think
ones.
you mean the copyright-friendly Fast Rat. What? But it's. I mean, it's not. We're part of the Sega family. I think we can talk
Yeah,
about Sonic.
I think we are allowed to mention Sonic.
Yeah.
The one we're
I've
not
played Sonic on
the
stream.
one we're not allowed to mention is the Italian plumber.
The Italian plumber, yes. The non-specific Italian plumber. Running around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, got to follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, got to keep moving.
Loyal
Sorry.
but vindictive.
Ah. So let's have them be our friends.
Yeah, that's if they say, hey, we want to trade luxury resources, even though we don't have any, and I don't think they do either. Really want to claim this, but it might annoy them.
In one of the texts, there's 2 kids playing a Sonic game. Yes, this is true. It's an Easter egg of Sonic and Humankind. Oh, we're just expanding. We're gonna have a really big empire. I do think the lakes are a lot better. Not a ton of them, but
I guess we also got lucky where we started because we got a lot of lakes where we
then-
started, and then we went north, and
all
where's
dry.
all the lakes?
Yeah. I mean, that's okay though, right?
And there's somebody else over here. Excellent. Let's see. Who are you?
It's the pink people.
Can't see them yet. Still unknown.
I mean, by process of elimination, no, we don't have.
We don't have enough
know.
information for process of elimination.
Sonic karaoke win. That's a great question, Nefarious. I need to pay more attention to the Humankind Easter eggs. Heck yeah! I don't know how many there are, but there's a couple. At least a couple. Sonic karaoke would be dope. What other Sonic songs? How does that song go?
This could help. But I think maybe we should go for the wheel here, just in case somebody starts trouble.
Heart of gold. I don't know something. Oh, I don't know how that song goes anymore.
We could claim a wonder, but at the same time, we could also claim territory.
I have like 2 Sonic songs in a playlist. Sonic. It's Sonic Adventure 2 Battle that I know the music from. Obviously, you have Escape from the City, a classic. Oh, it's the It Doesn't Matter Now what happens? I will never give up the
So
fight.
these are the Babylonians.
Long as the voice inside something. I don't know the rest of the words.
Okay, we found the Babylonians.
Ew, let's go Babylonians. Anyways, I like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and in fact, if I ever get to the point apparently where I want to play something other than Dungeon of the Endless on Wednesdays, I'll probably start a Sonic Adventure 2 Battle playthrough where I have chows and raise them and make them race and stuff. It'll be awesome. Live and learn, yeah. That's another one too. Oh, what we got here? Ooh,
Not great places around here actually. Like this is better, but you know I'm
It's
here.
pretty far away.
I'm here for the gold.
Remind me
And
again
that
what gold
unknown
is used for?
that unknown strategic resource. Well, the gold is just used for more money,
Oh, okay, it's just the money. Okay.
but mostly it's this one because you know that might be iron or
Coal.
saltpeter or coal or something. So I'm
I mean, that's
wondering-
pretty good. The 12,
912 is pretty good. 813.
they're equal. 815,
Ooh, that one's good.
and it's pretty close to the gold.
And we can reach it this turn. Let's do it.
The gold. Does everybody have a favorite
The world is full of
video game song to sing to?
I
I'm
know
trying to
you've
think.
bet the
I'm
mice
trying to
on
think
you.
of other
Let's
songs
hope
from video
relations
games that actually have like words.
thoughts are right.
Most of the songs in our games don't really have words, do they? It's
No,
mostly
not-
just like
mm,
atmospheric type
Yeah.
soundtrack type thingies.
Yeah, the words probably just wouldn't really
This
fit.
is where I
Yeah.
greet you. Impressed.
Yeah, well, we are trying to leave here.
So, Stefan, let's go over our goals for this game so that we can be like, laser focused here. We have these challenges. We did we complete the Necropolis challenge yet?
I don't think we did.
I don't believe we did actually. So if we could necropolize some people, this one would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Necropolize. Turn them into the necrops that we need.
You know, this is a very, very English thing to do. Now you have there. Don't be ashamed if somebody
Verbized it.
You should listen to this.
Don't you know Fly Into Free? Fly Into Free. I don't think I know that one, Spoon. Thank you, Taco Jordan. You seem like an anime guy. What are you watching at the moment? To be honest, I'm not currently watching an anime at the moment. Currently, I'm watching... So I have something that I watch by myself and then something that I watch with my wife. Currently, what I'm watching by myself is The World According to Jeff Goldblum. If you know who Jeff Goldblum is, he's a very funny guy, and I like his vibe a lot. And there's a second season that came out on Disney Plus that I've been watching. But the last anime that I was watching was the newest episodes of 7 Deadly Sins that came out. That was the last thing that I watched.
I think that one is also on my list of things to watch.
Yeah.
My list of things
really
to watch
good.
is so long, and then anytime when well, not every time, but a lot of times when I finally say, no, now I really feel like watching that thing on my list, and then I sit down and go to Netflix, and it's gone.
It's off of Netflix at that point, yeah.
And that's what really annoys me. Is like I get so many emails from Netflix being like, hey, we added this show you might like. Yes, fine, but could you maybe send me like a week advance warning
Before it goes
you
off.
remove stuff
Yeah.
so I can actually watch it?
That's a good idea. They should have like a going away category, like about to be
Yeah.
removed from Netflix. How do they not have that? That should totally be a thing
Yeah.
on Netflix, like a
I
limited
mean-
time only.
Admittedly, I see how sometimes it doesn't work out. Like a while ago,
Also, we have a question about Stadia, by the way.
the Paramount is starting their own service, so they pulled one of the Star Trek series, and
Yeah.
that was like
If they
one day between Paramount saying, "Hey, we're pulling this off of Netflix," and it disappearing from Netflix. And
okay.
what were they to do there? Sure, but yeah, let's see. What was the question about Stadia? Where is it? I'm not finding it in chat. You'll have to help me with these
Oh,
Stadia
sorry. How
questions.
do I link my Games Together account to on Stadia? I was able to link on PC, but I cannot find how to link it on Stadia.
Hang on.
Is it a different place in the UI or?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I've never actually played the game on Stadia, so I'm not sure if it is in the same place on Stadia. It should be under the extras tab still, but I'm not sure anymore where it is. Because I know on Stadia like it works differently for the digital extras.
Mhm.
You have if you bought the deluxe edition and you get, or was it the pre-order, the one that gives you the unit upgrade tree and the tech tree
Yeah.
as a PDF.
Are you on our community Discord? IPOV? I don't know if that's how you say your name. But I almost think our community Discord might be a really good place to maybe just ask somebody else who's also on Stadia. There's a lot of really helpful people in the Discord, and I'm constantly thinking about the fact that we don't have a link to our Discord on stream, which I don't know why. We have a link to Games Together. Is there Games Together link to Discord? How do people get our link to Discord?
The link to Discord is just discord.gg/amplitude.
Oh, that's because it's just so easy. Okay.
Yeah, we have a vanity link.
Gosh dang, we're cool. Yeah, Tanky Taco, right? On my streaming channel, you can just do !Discord and it links you. But we don't have
I'm
that
pretty
yet.
sure we used to have that. I'm not sure why we don't anymore.
It's I don't know. Maybe I destroyed it, and that was something that Rogan had, but I destroyed it unintentionally.
Maybe that it accidentally got removed when you set up the stream deck or something. Like
I
that.
also switched us over to
a different software.
Well, yeah, there was a couple of things that I did. It's a whole thing, but yeah, obviously we're using Streamlabs for our commands still, but now we're using OBS for our streaming software. It's all a bit messy as I'm trying to change everything over, but oh, it's in our Twitch panels.
Okay.
That
might be why we don't have a command.
I'll make a command. I still have a lot of work, but it's kind of on my back burner right now as I'm like sweating physically about the I think I am actually sweating physically, but
I think that's more because of the lights.
I think it's hot. I'm gonna go turn down the AC. I'm gonna take off my shirt. Oh. Also angered the light gods.
I think since we're also aiming for the convert everybody challenge here, I think I will claim Stonehenge because that gives us food and religion output.
Alrighty, no sweater for me. I am going full Disney Castle. Let's go. Check it out. Anybody can tell me which castle that is? Only the true Disney fans will know which castle that is. Taking off my shirt. No, I'm taking off my sweatshirt, not my shirt. That's for later. I'm just kidding. Beauty and the Beast castle? Oh, I don't know. That's a great question. Tanky Taco took my question and essentially went way farther than I was intending it to go. I didn't actually mean like which story's castle is it. I meant actually where on the planet. Like Disneyland, California, Disney World, Florida, Disneyland Paris, Disneyland Shanghai, Disneyland Tokyo, Disneyland Hong Kong.
You have my ear.
The captions really got that like nice and lined up. That was cool. Oh, we're gonna get surrounded.
The Mycenaeans here are trying to start trouble.
How early do we want to get into trouble is the real question.
We did just recently invent the really, really good archers.
Ooh.
The problem is we still need the copper.
Oh.
First, I'm grabbing calendar real quick because, we want more food. And then I'll go after that. Let me actually shoot it up towards bronze working.
Oh, hey, we got some other questions. Hold up. Which Endless Universe character species would rock a Santa Claus costume?
The bearded Horatio.
The bearded Horatio. There's a bearded one who's
No,
not shaven.
no, actually, there isn't. But there was a joke about that at one point. So
Oh.
one of our artists actually made an image of a bearded Horatio.
Nice.
And-
Photoshop a beard on that boy.
And you might have even seen it because one of oh god, what's his position now? Somebody in our management uses it as his team's icon.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I would almost say like, I don't know. I have images of like a Maokai from League of Legends, like Unfallen Santa tree. I don't know why the tree person feels like it'd be Santa to me.
Because then it would be a
It's
tree
like a
beard.
Christmas tree. Yeah, tree beard, Christmas tree. I don't know. I'm going with the Unfallen Nefarious. Cravers would be nice with the extra arms for giving presents, but I don't think very many children would want to sit on their lap. Just saying. No, so Tenki Taco, this is actually the Shanghai Disneyland castle. It is the biggest castle all over the world, and it's actually like formidable size when you walk up to it. You're like, whoa.
Oh, at least
Oh,
this
Rogan
time,
got us. Let's go.
At least this time we got the high ground. They caught up to us after we ran away.
Okay. Oh, they have higher. Oh, but they have to come down to us. Can't we just like? Oh no, we have the flag to defend.
Yes, unfortunately.
We can just do nothing, right?
Yep, we can just end round, then we get the bonus, and then we at least equal strength because they're the Hittites.
Oh, Hittites.
I think no, are those the Hittites? No, yeah, that's the Hittites. Why are the Hittites attacking us? It was the Messenians before. I guess they didn't like that we retreated into their territory.
Yeah, I could see them not liking that.
But they actually get a bonus to their.
Rogan coming in clutch with the creating a command midstream. That's production value, ladies and gentlemen. Dark hair, yeah, it's not Spain. But anyways, yeah, so Shanghai was the first park to have a Tron ride, because technically Disney owns Tron now. And
oh, come on!
oh my gosh!
Hey, we just had a battle, so now we're allowed to retreat again.
Oh, we're going really far away, aren't we?
I really didn't want. I want to be over here, please. Oh god, and I can't go through there because
What if we
the borders are
disband
closed.
them?
You can only disband
In our own territory. Dang
because
it.
the people need to go somewhere.
I just hoped they would insta travel, like quick travel on Skyrim, you know?
No, we
Maximilian
haven't
Zabalus.
researched the Skyrim horse yet. We only have normal horses.
Had to be spliced for that perfect beard.
But yeah, the point about it has to be Zelivez, that is true. Because have you seen the pictures of Zelivez?
I don't think so.
He does have a magnificent beard.
I need to check the IP Bible and look up the Horatio heroes. I'm assuming he's a Horatio hero.
No, Maximilian Zelivez is the leader of the United Empire.
Oh,
He's the dude in the breastplate
Yeah.
with the full beard.
Okay, yeah.
And you know the nice. It's probably like one of those. Oh, this animal was almost extinct, so I killed it for its fur. Kind
Yeah.
of super expensive coats.
Classic. Well, if anybody hasn't already gone over to the Discord server, yo, click that link in the chat. Head over there, join the Discord community. I know that a lot of people can get questions answered, or even just chat. Have a good time.
This is a really bad time.
Oh,
The independent people here. Who are they actually?
they're aggressive.
Yeah, but I don't think we can see it here. But I think that they're probably these guys.
The Hurrians.
They really don't like us. Can we run away? And we even ran away in the direction I actually wanted to go.
Yay!
So at least that one
Other
worked out.
empires are nervously
They
wondering
won't chase us, will they?
built with their
They might if they see us, so really have to get away.
Oh, we're so far away
We-
from
we-
home, though.
We found the brown player now.
Ah, the
The
Olmecs.
Olmecs. But where are they?
Far away from here.
You must have seen them by chance somewhere with one of our units. Oh, come on, no. Ah,
Yeah,
so much for that scout.
I was about to say, I think they're a goner. Think they're a goner. It's all good, you know? It's fine. Yeah, maybe we should make friends with the is our influence on the independent people working this game?
Well, I only just spent some, so we'll
Okay.
have to see next turn if it sticks this time. Hopefully it does, because this time we haven't reloaded a game from a previous patch.
Yeah.
Because reloading games from previous patches is always
It's a little sketchy.
prone to problems.
Yeah. Messing with code. Nefarious. Yeah, we got stuck real bad. We got stuck real hard out in the enemy territory.
Where would we want to build Stonehenge?
We should name some of these cities.
Well, we only have the one city. The rest is outposts.
Memphis. Yeah, what should we name Memphis? Art content. It's 7.
Oh, very well. Then
Thank you, Scotland.
Let us switch over to the art content.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch over here so I can be doing things over on the side. But you maybe could chat for a second while I focus on this.
Well, yes. I guess we should remind everybody, what the art content is about, if anybody has joined us since we first talked about it today. So every month we, I almost said challenge, but it's not really a challenge. We ask our community to share their Humankind-inspired creations, and we give them a theme to help try to inspire them. The first time we tried it, it was spooky, and the second time then we said, since our previous games were all in the Endless Universe, our theme this time is crossover between Endless and Humankind. And we got some really nice submissions, only a few, but sometimes the inspiration just strikes people more than other times. And so we have, how many is it? 5, 6 pieces?
We have 5.
And
5 pieces.
And then I actually don't know what the next theme is yet.
We'll
get to do that after. But what I meant to say with that, of course, is that at the end of this, we will be announcing the next theme.
Yes.
And
I'm trying this a new way.
And I think can chat already see this now?
Yes, chat can see this now. So I've just kind of plopped it over the top of our game.
So this one is, if I recall correctly, by Silterius.
There we go.
Yes, and we can see here.
I feel like our faces
that would be a lightning. I know a lot of people have criticized the lightning in game for having 2 engines, because they're like, oh no, the actual lightning only has 1 engine, and this one looks like the what's it called, Raptor, the new one they've been working on.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But yes, none of the modern units in game, the modern vehicle units, are never perfect copies of the real world thing, because the real world thing is usually copyrighted.
Yeah.
So they're only inspired by the real world jets, tanks, whatever. And importantly, in the background, we have the endless content that would be the Vajani with their arcs.
The Vodiani just have such a cool vibe. I get why people like the Vodiani a lot. The Vodiani was the first race that we did the origins about on TikTok, and it's just crazy. They're a crazy species of alien.
They are crazy is absolutely right.
They were first lizards, and then they essentially became hollow suits of...
Did the IP Bible have like the pictures of what they looked like before their ascension?
No, I couldn't find any lizard pictures. Are there lizard pictures?
There was one image of them before ascension in a trailer we had. That was the what was it called? Was it the Eurovision trailer? That was really cool. We had this website where the trailer was about a conflict between the Vojani and the Sophon, and the website was set up so that there were 2 versions of the trailer, one from the Vojani perspective and one from the Sophon perspective, and depending on how you moused over, like on the left it would be the Sophon and on the right the Vojani, so you could swipe back and forth between the 2.
That's cool.
But that website obviously isn't live anymore, but there was one shot of it in like what the early evolution of the Sophon looked like and what the Vojani looked like before their ascension.
Yeah, super cool. I love the fact that the horizon you can kind of see Can people see my mouse? Yes. The horizon is this angle, right? Which just gives such a different feel to it. Obviously, you could have had a flat horizon, but it just feels like more dynamic and kind of like you are in this plane, flying.
It has a bit of that feel of that, that follow shot you get in action movies sometimes.
Yeah, I like it. Super, super cool. All right, let's move on to the next one. I don't know what order these are in, but so we're just gonna go for it.
Or we would. Yes.
Yeah.
The Horatio Olmec head.
Yes. So this is an Olmec head in the Horatio style, I guess. Made by Bombardin, or I guess Morales Tristan, or whatever name you go by. I believe. Anyways, I believe that they have two actually here, so this will be the first one. But super cool. I believe this was made in Blender or something like that. Maybe Rogan can.
It's definitely very appropriate for Horatio to put up a giant statue of his own head.
I just realized I had the mouse in the nose. Picking the giant nose. Anyway, super cool. I like the idea that you could actually have these in front of your house. Just like some big.
I'm thinking, this is more like, Horatio appeared on some planet pre-FTL as like still,
some Easter Island stuff or
some ancient cultures that haven't invented writing yet, even, and they see this super advanced and let's not use the words I would like to use for Horatio here, because he, as I said, he's not a nice person, but the whole sufficiently advanced technology is like magic thing, and they're like, oh my god, he's a god, and start putting up his head everywhere. Not saying it was aliens. It was aliens. If you get my drift.
Yeah. He went to some underdeveloped planet to be admired for a second. Anyway, super, super cool. I believe this one is yours, Stephanie.
Oh god, somebody actually put that in.
I put it in here because I think it's good.
My terrible photoshopping.
So, for those of you that don't know, our last patch, well, not the last patch, but the previous patch.
The last patch was kind of part of the.
It was like a two-part patch.
Yeah, because it was originally meant to go out with the Fabius Maximus update.
Anyways,
but it wasn't ready.
Anyway. It was called Fabius Maximus patch, and then this is Maximum Fabulous.
Of course, in cursive writing, because nothing else is fabulous enough for Horatio.
Yeah, Horatio only uses the finest of fonts.
But if I had expected that this would be considered good enough to make it in here, I would have at least made sure that they're both the same size.
No, it's perfect. I love it. It's a cool, almost like meme format or something.
Yeah, it was just when everybody was constantly talking about the Fabius Maximus page, and then they started abbreviating it as Fab Max, and I'm like, you can't just call it Fab Max. Calling it Fab just makes me think of fabulous. And then immediately the connection to Horatio was there, and like, oh no.
Yeah, seriously,
it has to be like this.
Anyway, super cool. Good job, Stephanie. This is Spoon's. I believe Spoon's still in here. Yeah, we got Spoon in here. Like 5 seconds ago, they said something. This is kind of, Spoon, if you want to explain it, you can in the chat, but I'll kind of give my understanding of what this is. So this is an example of a, oh, sorry, this one's Barden's. Okay, sorry. I didn't have the way to label these when I guess I could have named the files.
I was about to say, maybe
could have named
should use the file names next time.
Anyways, I was trying out a new way that was a little bit less intensive, like creating a PowerPoint.
Yeah, but the nice thing is, if we use the file name, I think they can see it in the top left, so we would all automatically have the artist.
Oh, it is all the way up there. You're right. Anyways.
Anyway, yes. The idea here being, that cloud there is what's known as an umbral choir. It is a bit weird to say they're an umbral choir because they're not really individuals. Pieces of the umbral choir. They're like hive mind stuff. But thing is, they're kind of intangible. They look like empty space, and they're invisible, and they're kind of digital. They are kind of live in the code, so to speak.
Yeah.
So they are very interested in humans inventing computers, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a telegraph machine we got here. And basically, yeah, it's kind of. I think the idea is that this lady is essentially being influenced by the Umbral Choir.
They can possess living beings. To
Yeah, the goal of the Umbral Choir is to kind of like alleviate suffering, I believe, and so
Yeah.
it's this interesting, hand in hand helping humankind. Maybe I think it's a really cool mashup.
The problem
And
with
the
the
art
Umbral
is
Choir
obviously very
their goal is alleviating suffering, but they do not understand what individuals are.
yeah.
So their idea of alleviating suffering is
It's like utilitarian.
yeah, well, not even utilitarian necessarily. Like one of the potential outcomes of the quest is the traditional. The ideal way to alleviate suffering is for everybody to be dead because then they can't suffer.
Yeah, no suffering if you're dead.
So as we were saying earlier, that's not really good guys in the endless universe. They mean well, but oh boy.
So, anyways, thank you, Bombardin. Another great entry there.
Also, I love the
Very
nefarious
beautiful.
spreads comment on this one. It's a Ghost Rider.
It's a Ghost Rider, yeah. All right, next one. All right.
This one was Spoons, right?
Yes, this is Spoons. Here we have a potential, theoretical event, a Vodiani event in Humankind. Super cool. The detail on the clothing and everything of the Vodiani is really, really beautiful.
The weird quote unquote thing is that the sash there and the cloak and all of that looks like it would fit perfectly as a Humankind outfit, but it also just fits really, really well on Yuzara.
Yeah. I think the beauty of these mashup things is that you basically, get to see these things that mesh together so perfectly and could exist in harmony.
I'm not pushing this event, not at all.
Somebody wants the event.
I mean, we are still working on that endless crossover mod.
Yeah, definitely. The flagship mod, very, very exciting. I think a lot of the people that have enjoyed the Endless Universe games will be really interested in seeing that kind of be incorporated into Humankind.
I only now realized in the background there's a dust beam coming from the pyramid. I didn't even see that initially.
Sneaky little dust beam. Is that intended? I'm assuming, Spoon.
I'm pretty sure it's intended.
Everything has to be.
That's definitely not there in the original artwork.
Yeah. Anyway, super, super cool, super beautiful. Thank you so much for making this awesome art. That's the last one that we have. We'll just pop over here. But anyways, and the brazier, yeah. Definitely very cool. Thank you, Taco. Have a good day. Thank you so much for being here. So anyways, for December, the month of December, if anybody would love to make some Humankind art, we will be featuring it on the end of the month stream. I guess it'll probably be early January when we get to it.
Yeah, true, because at the end of December, we're not in the office.
Yeah, the office will be a little closed. But essentially we're going to be doing Christmas Humankind theme, where you can put whoever you want in a Santa suit. You can.
I was about to say I've already seen some people joking about that we need to do Father Christmas as an avatar.
Could be cool. Deck the halls all over the pyramids. Whatever you think Christmas in Humankind looks like, we'd love to see it. And we'll give you a shout out. In one of our streams.
Is saying we're a little out of focus again. Am I too far forward or too far back? Let me maybe.
I think when I lean back, I'm just too much out of focus, but it's fine. I'll keep myself a little bit more forward. Or any other festive holiday. Yeah, exactly. We're not particular here about the Christmas.
Yeah, I guess we should say
if you want to make
any holiday that happens in December, I guess, because there are a lot of other religious celebrations that happen in December.
Yeah, Hanukkah, whatever, But anyways, that is what we'll be doing. So without further ado, we'll head right back into the game. And I need to bring ourselves back in here so that we can be seen again. I see the mouse, but that's because I can see it on the source. Okay, we're good.
Right.
The hanging wreaths of Babylon, exactly nefarious. So if you have any friends who are of an artistic persuasion, maybe let them know that we're doing this, and if they, it's free promotion for their art, I guess. Not that we want it to be like a, hey, let's promote everybody's art. It's a celebration of art and humankind. But the side benefit is that
I'm thinking clearly we need to seize the territory over here. They've got the tea. And,
they got the tea.
And every spiffing Brit knows, fan knows that is the most important resource. But no, for real though, there's a lot more luxury resources over here than in the area where we started. So either we should be trading with them once they grab it, or we eventually just need to grab it. Cool. Hooray! We've actually started converting places over here.
Nice.
Ooh, and there's another. We have enough money to get something going there.
Get a little bit of that influence going on. Very nice.
Yeah, I think this time it's stuck. Yes. No broken counter this time on the save.
And this legend and quest features dust beams. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, it's like the in-world justification of the notorious quest markers, I guess. Oh, and all of the RPGs, you always have the marker on your map. And here it's like, oh, where do we need to go? The ruin over there. Which one? The one with the giant dust beam shooting up into the clouds. Oh yeah, it's kind of hard to miss, isn't it?
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. The Nutcracker of Rhodes, the Temple of Santa Claus at Olympia. Nefarious is already coming up with a bunch of ideas, so write those down.
I mean,
they're giving them out for free.
The Nutcracker of Rhodes, I can already visually imagine what that looks like.
Sometimes I feel like the ancient and ancient, I guess, cultures sometimes have some of the best flavors to remash up with things. The closer you get to, I don't know, I guess the medieval's pretty good to just take as a raw material as well. I think once you get obviously into the contemporary, when you're dealing with things that are
very, very current, yeah.
It's like, well, what are you gonna do? A picture of a mall dressed up in Christmas stuff? Well, that exists currently. I don't know. There's some novelty in recreating something from history in a modern Christmas or other holiday vibe.
Don't think we're likely to get another star soon. Oh no, actually, we can get an gold expansionist star.
We just need one more territory.
We just need to attach one territory, or since we can't attach another territory, we might create a city somewhere.
We could grab something up here, though.
160. We need to attach it, and this one is too big to attach. So I'm thinking maybe we grab this one, and next turn we can afford turning it into a city.
Oh right.
Or not. I'm miscalculated by 1 point.
Oh no.
Well then, let's wait another turn.
Okay.
Because that star is still quite valuable here at 266.
That is, yeah, definitely. Do each successive star that you get gives you a little bit more fame?
Yeah, they start out with 100, 200, and 300, and then it goes down as time passes.
Okay. Cool.
Right. Now we can go ahead and say, you here.
Become a city.
And then what do we build here?
That's a great question. There's a decent amount of rivers going through that city.
I kind of want to at least start a pyramid so that we can at least get one pyramid in the new city before we switch cultures.
Sure, yeah.
But the spots for the pyramid aren't super great here. Because,
yeah.
this is not great industry output. But I guess, there's decent industry output around here, so some maker's quarters would not go super amiss.
Yeah. I like it.
Of course, now we don't have the influence to grab this one.
Yeah, we are getting 39 influence per turn, though. It's pretty good for the early game. We're only on turn 45, y'all. It's a very early game here. Could be anybody's game. Do we want to evolve beyond the ancient era
Yeah,
this turn?
next turn, once I put in some production here, because if I advance now, it'll cancel the pyramid.
Right, but as long as we have production invested, it'll continue.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay. Got it.
So one turn, and now we can say, hey, who will we be next? I mean, we're still kind of aiming for food, so maybe we should actually...
Ooh, we could be the Celts.
Food per number of territories, that is okay, but it's not one of the stronger food bonuses.
Right. +2 food per farmer. Celts is a nice option.
The other option, of course, is because we want religious game, we could look for something that gives us faith bonuses.
It is true. I unfortunately need to go to the bathroom, so
Yeah,
I am going to...
I'm going to consult with chat what we should play.
I'll be right back.
I mean, technically, you know, hey, we have lakes, so technically the Cotton would have been a nice option if having many big lakes actually worked out that way as intended, which it clearly didn't. So, let's see, religious options would be the Axiomites, the Goths would give us a good faith output from the Tumulus, but the other bonuses are not that great. I guess the Celts also give us faith, so Celts it will be, I guess. Yeah, let's go for the Celts because they give us the food and the faith, which are both yields we do need. And who else? Yeah, Spoon also saying Celts is good, so Celts it is. Ooh, the struggle for dominion. We don't really need the city cap right now, but the stability on capital, maybe, because it could push our influence income back up.
As
let's
now
see.
you're choosing the agrarian Celts. Let's hope they learn their cooking from the French side.
Right. Where were we?
I'm back.
I'm back. And we did in the end go for the Celts because we realized the Celts also give us faith from the quarter.
Ooh, that's a double whammy. Very nice.
So
All right, let me get them nice and close here so that I'm in focus on the camera.
Yes, I think actually for the Nematon, there's some good areas over here. Just need to work our way towards that first. The other thing we really need is we need a good place to put our Stonehenge. We can actually build it.
Oh, good. Our patronage is working.
Yes. And I'm thinking actually, if we can assimilate these people, let's speed that up a little bit, then, ooh, they have iron, nice. Then this would be a nice spot to spread our faith in this direction.
Cool. Yeah.
Were any of the resources we claimed? No, none of the resources we claimed. Oh, actually, no. This one actually was. This is iron. That's good.
Excellent.
Still want to claim this, so these guys need to stay there. I guess these guys over here need to start swinging back around because here we're actually starting to run into. Wait. Oh, we haven't met these people yet.
The unknown.
That's a different purple than this one. This one.
Yeah, I was like, it's pink, I think.
Pink, purple. I have a lot of trouble actually defining exactly where one changes into which. My sister was always giving me crap about that.
Are you colorblind or?
No, it's just that I'm not entirely sure
where the definition
between the two changes.
Right. Yeah. We have three very close colors. We have like a magenta, almost a purple, and then like a
obviously
also a magenta.
Maybe we should show that off as well. if that is too close for for comfort.
Heyo, there we go.
That should wait. Did that take? Oh no, it does not update these right now. Might be because we're in the middle of the game, but you can, in theory, switch them here.
Right. Yeah. We
I think-
could have did.
I think there's a known issue that this doesn't always work when you're in the game itself.
The color wheel was being added. It was in the other patch.
It was
Actually.
it was in the Fabius Maximus patch, but as you can see, it sometimes does not quite work.
I would say err on the side of choosing those things before you go into the match.
Yeah. I mean, if you are colorblind and you need the colorblind options, then you know about it before.
Yeah,
so you
it's
can-
not going to be
can change
something
it.
that you're like, quick,
But
turn on colorblind settings.
But it's for other people. It's definitely you can go ahead and customize the colors a little bit according to what you'd like to see.
But yeah,
I think we may actually need to get some scouts or
Psychana,
something
what's
here.
up? How you doing? And welcome to the stream.
Let's get some actually strong units here to claim some of the other territories.
Heck yeah, let's go on a horsey rampage.
This emblematic unit
I mean, these Markabata are pretty strong at 24, I think. Yes.
That's pretty good. Yeah. How goes the shenanigans? Not bad. I would say we're doing not bad.
Yep.
A solid-
Okay. Oh, hey, there's them.
Ah.
We must have met them somewhere, one of their units, and then they were like, "Hey, our capital is over there."
Yeah. Don't come over unless you bring cookies. That's what they're saying.
Do these guys
Will you have
finally
time off during the holidays? If so, what's your choice of entertainment for that time? That's a great question. Are you talking about like for the stream, Nefarious? Are you saying like will we have streams? Because I definitely think there will be at least a week there where we don't have any streams, unless Rogan streams. Because apparently Rogan is a free agent who does what he wants now. Hey, Carlos and Epov from 28 minutes ago. Thank you both for following and officially welcome to the Amplitude Studios family. It's good having you in here. Gigao, what's up? Quick question on nations difficulty. Have the city-states become way more aggressive over the last week or so, or did I manage to change the setting I can't find again?
I don't think there is a setting for how aggressive the city-states are.
They just suck.
It might have just been that the spawn worked out so that you got more aggressive people than usual.
Yeah, could just be random chance. Random chance is strange like that, where it feels like something is like happened, but randomly it could just happen like that.
Yeah, the thing with randomness is if you really have a situation where you're like, there's no pattern at all here, I cannot see anything special sticking out here, it probably wasn't random.
Yeah, it was probably
It was
manufactured random.
Yeah, well, no, even if you you have an RNG or a random generator or something, that's still you get the results where people are like, oh, isn't it weird that I rolled 3 6s in a row or something like that.
Yeah.
If you really cannot detect any pattern, then probably it was deliberately made to not have a pattern.
Yeah. Yeah, like Apple's shuffle play or whatever, they like made it not random so that people wouldn't actually be mad when they got their songs again.
I think that's not even just Apple. Apple might have been the first, but it's just like pretty much every media player has that
the
because
iPod or whatever.
Because clearly if the same song plays again, you're like, why? I just heard that song. I sometimes get that problem with some playlists on my phone because the same song plays and I'm like, why doesn't it play the same song? And I'm like, oh yeah, I have like the original version, then I have the remastered version from 10 years later, and then I have like 2 live versions.
Yeah, definitely.
I should clean up that playlist.
I might stream sometimes. I'm wild like that. Rogan's wild over there in Canada, living out in the wilderness, tackling bears, kissing reindeer, drinking maple syrup.
It does suggest over here, but I think actually over here is better for putting farmers' quarters there.
We'll overall get more. I don't know those
I
two
think so.
19s.
Yeah, but we lose 4 industry there.
Oh, that's fair.
These are way better spots for makers' quarters. Because there's also 19 industry.
Touche. Anyways, Carlos, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. It's really good having you here. And hopefully we see you again. On 2 consecutive games, I had 4 aggro city states out of 4. That's
I'm
damn
actually-
bad luck.
I'm
Yeah.
actually going to override this one to get more bonus out of the Nemeton.
The
up here.
Nemeton, yeah. We're gonna be the most faithful food people. I like the Nemeton. I like the Celts. I like the emblematic unit for the Celts. The naked dudes.
I'm a little sad that the normal swordsmen in their chainmail are gone now. But since normal swordsmen no longer need iron, there was no need to have the separate swordsman and Gisity anymore.
I'm just laughing at Nefarious's comment, calling Rogan a loose cannon. You're a loose cannon, but you get the job done.
Yeah, Nefarious Bread, I was thinking that earlier when, Jordan said that, he does what he wants. I was like, oh, do we need to ask him to turn in his badge?
Yeah, I was like, we were having a conversation earlier about how technically I'm still in my trial period here at Amplitude, because it lasts for like 4 months. And I was like, oh, better not do anything too extreme or else they'll get me.
Yeah, normally I'd say we need this to get the food for the 300 pop. But
Coastal water and lakes.
the lakes didn't really work out as we wanted.
No. Do we have any lakes around us? Not really. By Memphis, we have lakes.
Yeah, but
But that's only a couple food.
They're not super great lakes. So I'm wondering if we should actually pick a different tenant here, like more industry on woodland. We have a lot of woodland forest, or we could say, we want more. Well, no, we don't have that many mountains.
Not that many mountains, yeah.
Seek wisdom and
The stability's pretty good though, because we plan on building a lot of districts.
That one I think goes away when you build a district on the river, so it's not as good as it at first glance. I think this one is probably our best bet, unless we want to go aggressive.
We're gonna have to.
We might
take
need
out
to.
some people at some point.
So
are there any long-lasting ones that are good?
I mean, all of them last.
Right. I mean, like, are there any like good scalable ones of those two?
I mean,
maximum
25 experience on unit basically means we start with 1 free veterancy.
That and the -1 unit upkeep is really good.
Well, the -1 unit upkeep is very good early. It gets less good later when the units cost like 30 gold upkeep each. And the other one,
later,
of course, the war support when winning a battle just lets us be in wars a lot longer. That one could have saved us with the Aztecs.
Oh my gosh, what a nightmare!
I guess, Black Arrow, if you're still in chat, I guess you can make a vote between these 3: abstain from intoxicants, smite unbelievers, or hunt the infidels.
2 war, 1 industry.
And in the meantime, I'm going to look around here around Dul Kurigalzu, or however it is pronounced, for good places to place Stonehenge once we assimilate these people.
Interesting.
Actually, down here might be a good place because Stonehenge will exploit the science. And also, it kind of feels appropriate to have like a wonder like that near these impressive natural locations of, geysers and hot springs.
Heck yeah. I did not get enough sleep last night. I just want to say that.
Yeah, you went to the party, right?
Yeah. I got home at like essentially 2 a.m. in the morning. So if I seem a little tired or a little bit, maybe a little bit more mellow than you normally know me to be, that is because I have not slept very much. I probably will fall asleep on the train back home.
Did you see that trade route we just formed? Didn't look at the...
Oh my gosh.
We can't see it here anymore now because it no longer highlights it. But basically, they go here, load it on a boat, sail across the lake, get it up the boat, bring it down here, put it back on a boat, and then sail over to us.
Oh my gosh. That's some exotic tea right there.
So, did we have a vote?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, no, I'd say just go for it.
Let's just grab this one because, industry lets us get more units, which will essentially get us this effect as well, by just having a bigger army.
Yeah.
So some,body had said earlier we want monotheism. Which monotheism do we want to go for? We have Judaism, we have Christianity, we have Islam, and I think, as far as I know, Zoroastrianism is also a monotheist religion.
No sleep, too much Dungeon of the Endless Bergwin. You have no idea, but also no. It was a company Christmas party that we had, and it was very very fun, very exciting. I got to meet a couple of really cool people that I hadn't really talked to before. I think I've shared elevators with some of them, but not an extended conversation. Let's go with Islam, yeah. We got a cool little hut there. But yeah, the bike carousel was wild. Yeah, it was so essentially there was these bikes, these like really almost like, what do you call those bikes? Penny wheel? Penny farthing? Penny farthing, I think. Bikes
sure.
where it has a really big front wheel.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're called, but I kind of got what you were getting at.
And so basically, they're in this circle on a track, and they're all connected front to back to each other. And basically, everybody can pedal on these bikes, and it moves this carousel by your power from your legs. And it went so fast. It went so fast that you had to like hold on as you're getting like G-force pulled off of this thing. And it was also like a workout to pedal. It was crazy. I don't even know. I was a little dizzy too. Yeah. Honestly, the second time that I went on it twice. Once before dinner and once after dinner. And the after dinner one was less good of an idea. Very much so. So I think Rebecca might post something on our Instagram maybe about it. So keep your eye out on the Instagram for the Amplitude Studios Instagram.
Oh, also, I just
if you're
realized
interested.
I've been saving to claim this territory for ages, and
oh, 36.
It's 175 and we're on 378, so I've kind of missed the spot there by like 4 or 5 turns.
Yeah, 36 is nuts. That's a lot of forests, and we have the bonus for forests.
Yeah, that is why this is so good, because each forest has now at least 3.
3 or 4, yeah.
But I'm wondering if we should build it here so we can build the makers quarters here, and we are closer to being able to build some farmers quarters and stuff up here.
Yeah. I mean, it'll all be just tons of industry anyways.
In the end, yes.
What's the difference between 24 and 36? Like we're gonna have a lot. Ooh.
The chariots are back hunting us down.
Well, we are kind of out and about.
Oh, I can already start bothering them. Hey, you're the wrong religion. Let's not try that this early this time.
I was like,
that did not go so
hold
well
off
last
on
time.
oppressing people, Stephanie. Come on. We don't want to fight the 1,000-year war.
We should kind of have... Oh, come on. So much for those guys.
I mean,
they did a good job.
Yeah, they got a lot of vision. The fog of war has been pushed back. Congrats on rising review rating back to 69. Nice. Yeah, everybody. I mean, there's been so many people that have been reviewing the game on Steam, which has been great. I mean, the demo and the updates, I think, have really kind of...
they've certainly helped with making it positive reviews, but, just getting the reviews, I think what really helped there is the Steam autumn sale because there was, how on some of the sales they have these tasks you can do for a badge, and one of them was like, review a game you've played, which, reminds people like, oh, wait, yes, I can review the games I've played.
I have played Humankind, and I haven't reviewed it yet. Yeah, I was actually talking to somebody about this. I think last night. I don't know. It feels like so long ago. But essentially, like, the fact that I've almost never reviewed a game. And
it's that thing.
I think there's a lot of people out there that have just never took the time to review a game.
It is definitely, I think... it's the same phenomenon on like everywhere where you can review, like, you're only motivated to review if you had an amazing time
or a terrible
time.
Yeah.
If it was just like, oh, this was nice enough, but
I enjoyed it. It was good.
It was good, but it didn't blow you away. You're not likely to write a review. But also, if you're like, yeah, this was okay, but not great. You're also not likely to write a review, so you're
Yeah.
either really angry at something
it's the
bad,
it's the
or
extremes on either end that make
and it's
people want to
like
write a review.
yeah, exactly. You see that on like Google Maps,
Nice.
on Google Maps and everywhere so much that it's like, oh yeah, it's all 1 star or 5 star. There's nothing in between.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, really on Amazon you see that too. It's just, I don't know. I think people, it's the bystander effect, which is like a psychological effect. It's like, oh, somebody else will review it because, you know, there's other people that are more motivated than me to review things. But like, honestly, I mean, it kind of made me feel a little hypocritical because I was just like, I don't know how many games that I've played that I've really enjoyed that I've been vocal on my own streams about it where I really enjoy a game or something like that. Oh my gosh, the 37, look at that. That's a lot of
Yeah,
industry.
yeah, but we need this
Yeah,
one
yeah,
for the Stonehenge.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, I definitely
just being vocal in a short form setting that's gonna disappear in 2 weeks is a lot different than actually leaving a lasting review that will let people know like my thoughts on it, my feelings.
Yeah, definitely. I also feel like I really should make much more of a point of actually writing reviews after I've played games that I've enjoyed.
Well, think about how many games that you've liked and have died in the span of time that you've played video games. I know there's been a ton of games that I've really enjoyed that have just like stopped being developed and no sequels, no nothing. And I wonder, you know, if the dedicated people, because like these games had dedicated player bases, and I wonder if they had been more vocal that like they wouldn't have died. I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting kind of
I think that
phenomenon.
Part of the problem is also, you know, the reviews are of course great once somebody finds the game and it's like, oh, 99% positive reviews. That's great for converting somebody who comes there into a sale. But you also need to get people to come there, and that's a really hard part for small games.
Yeah. I've loved and lost so many games in my life.
I was actually looking at my Steam library recently. I don't remember what I was looking for, but I came across a game where it was like, what was it called? Sovereignty Crown of Kings or something?
Okay.
Which was like a turn-based fantasy grand strategy game.
Mm-hmm.
And I clicked on it more or less by accident because I wasn't looking at it, but then it showed like the news items at the top, and I was like, the latest news item was like, it's no longer going to be sold on Steam. I'm like, what?
What?
And I was like, from what I had seen, it was promising. I hadn't actually played it yet because when I bought it, it was still in early access, and I wanted to wait for the full release.
Mm-hmm.
And then I never got around to it. And it's like, oh yeah, clearly they just didn't sell enough to actually continue supporting and patching the game.
Yeah.
So they had to delist it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough, especially for smaller games. Yeah, but I mean, like, especially for when you're streaming, like, if a game has too low of a player population, you can't stream it. You can't wait, you know, to match for 10,
for multiplayer games, obviously.
10 or 20 minutes. Yeah, I like multiplayer games a lot. I like multiplayer because my enjoyment from video games primarily comes from destroying somebody else.
Oh, so you mean the way the AI enjoyed us last week?
Yes, exactly. The AI must have gotten a kick out of us last week. But, like, I don't know. Does anybody else in chat feel the same way? Like, I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of people who don't care. Because I have friends who are very, very strongly in I don't care about multiplayer at all camp. Like, I have a friend who, he plays Destiny. And he basically... he basically only really wants to do the PvE. And... but I'm just like, I would rather play against almost any person rather than a computer. And it's not because I don't like AI because of AI. Like, maybe we just don't have AI to the level that I want yet, maybe. Because I feel like once you figure out how to beat the AI, it's fairly straightforward to, like, you know, figure out the best strategy. And I inevitably will min-max when I'm going against AI because I know that if I want to beat them, and I have a good time winning, so if I want to win, then I'll do what I have to do, rather than being silly about it. And sometimes when you're being silly about it, another human on the other end will see you being silly and won't know what to do, because they've never seen anybody be that silly before. And then you come into these crazy scenarios where it's like, as things have never happened before. There's enough random variation in events in games that I'm sure you're experiencing things that have never been experienced before by people in the game. Saikana is a single player. Yeah, I get that. Saikana. And I think it's not very chill necessarily to be in multiplayer. It's a lot more chill to be in a single player where you can take your time and do whatever. And so there's definitely a time and place too.
Yeah, for me, multiplayer is
What's up
generally
for Brezzo, by the way?
more like co-op with friends than just random pickup group or competitive, especially not competitive.
Yeah.
But
I love competitive. I am so competitive as a person. Like, if I can prove that I'm better at something than somebody, I will. But like, not people that like I'm friends with necessarily. Usually it's people that I don't know that I want to prove that I'm better at them. I don't know, but it's weird. It's like selective competitiveness. I don't know if anybody understands what I'm saying. I don't play multiplayer at all except for Rainbow Six Siege and Apex. I mean, those are two very competitive games. Those are very, very competitive shooters. I know Rainbow Six Siege is a very, like, almost toxically competitive. And then Apex is, like, one of those games where you really have to have good aim and you, like, can't be, like, a casual shooter person,
yeah. Yeah, the shooters for me are the worst for competitive multiplayer.
It's the reaction time and the fact that you don't get a second to breathe. It's a very intense experience.
And I don't have the situational awareness. Like, I always get blindsided from somewhere.
Yeah. I feel like that's honestly just hours spent in the game, though. Really.
But you were trying to ask something.
Yeah, the Daintree place. Why is it green? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Because it's a big forest. Oh,
it gets its own name?
Similar to this river up here, which we discovered.
So Contents.
Or this big lake.
Plitvice. Are those randomly generated?
No, they're all based on
real locations. Where's Daintree? It sounds like it's in like Scotland or something.
I'm not sure where it is.
I don't know, but that's super cool seeing the like green bit on there. But yeah, I don't know. I think that the multiplayer aspect is really for me where the longevity comes in, because I can enjoy fighting against AI or whatever for a while.
I can see this is going to take them a while.
Oh my gosh.
So let's go this way to explore a bit more.
Yeah, our chariots are doing work. They're doing work. Anyways, we got about 3 or so minutes left in the stream. So we
can at least finish the Dome of the Merciful because...
Nice!
Done.
Can we zoom in on it? Let's give it a little looky. Ooh.
Oh, wait, I had forgotten to turn those off.
Very pretty. We have very large men compared to the bears in the buildings.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
super beautiful.
We'll pick this up next week, I guess.
Yeah.
So of course, chat can see us again sooner than next Thursday.
Exactly. The next stream here on the Amplitude channel will be next Tuesday. Rogan, if Rogan's still here, you can let chat know.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I think maybe. No.
Monday is the 6th.
Thank you for that. I was on autopiloto. I was on autopiloto. Let me be clear here. Next Monday is the start of the Endless D&D campaign that we are going to be hosting here on the Amplitude Studios channel. Basically, it will be me and 5 intrepid adventurers. Can I say that? Is that copyright? No?
I don't think intrepid adventurers is copyrighted.
Okay,
no.
Good. Where basically I will be the dungeon master. I will be leading this group of intrepid adventurers on a remote planet in the Endless universe. It will be an Endless themed, Endless branded Dungeons and Dragons experience. And it's my first time playing Dungeons and Dragons, my first time ever being a dungeon master. I have no experience with it other than listening to tons and tons of podcasts.
Let me formally welcome you to the position of the poor guy who never gets to actually play and always has to DM.
Yeah, well, I've said this before, but I am a grade A somebody who can come up with things off the top of their head. So
but
I
it just
feel like
it feels like you're setting yourself up because pretty much every RPG group has that one person who's like everybody wants to play, and then one person's like,
am I
okay,
becoming the Brennan?
one person goes like oh, okay, I'll DM because otherwise we'll never get to play at all.
Nobody wants to
And then
DM.
the next adventure somebody else DMs, but nobody else ever DMs.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm taking this responsibility upon myself. I'm very excited about doing it, and I hope that a lot of the Endless fans and other people, fans of the studio, will enjoy it, and maybe you can learn something about the Endless universe. It's a very rich and unique universe with lots of character, and the different alien species have a lot of kind of potential for role playing. And I think
I can
that's gonna
already
be-
tell you, from what I've heard about the characters the other players have made, it's probably going to be a wild ride.
Yeah, Saikana will be in there. Stephanie will be there. A bunch of other people.
I could say,
Stay tuned.
Anybody who guesses Saikana's character correctly, we will give you a free VIP status in Twitch chat.
If you can
Because
guess.
I don't think you will guess that one.
No heresy. Anyways, yeah, so next Monday at 5:30, and there'll essentially be 5 or 6 sessions in the campaign, and we'll see how it goes, we'll see how it works, and if people really like it, then we will do another campaign. So just, look on the Twitch schedule. It's on there now, so it'll be Mondays at 5:30 p.m. France time.
Please everybody show up because I would love to actually get a full campaign instead of just one adventure and then it fizzles out.
Yeah, definitely. I think we'll do the full campaign no matter what.
No,
people think.
I mean,
but
when I say the adventure, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the 5, 6 sessions we have.
Heck yeah.
Because that's 6 sessions is probably not enough for
No,
like a full campaign.
we'll
to
just
level
be
20.
scratching the surface.
Exactly.
And that's the exciting part. So, anyways, thank you all so much. Have a fantastic weekend. We will see you back here on Monday. And take care. Have a
See y'all.
good day. Peace out, everybody.